Hey guys, what's up? I see there's one waiting. Please introduce yourself out of the Patreon supporters. Hey guys, what's up? I might open this up to the public in case none of my patrons come and support, or at least listen. No, they always support. They always come through and support, but they don't choose to listen or not. 'Cause sometimes I feel like the patrons are just really wanting wanting to support me at the end of the day, so they just want to donate, not necessarily like taking part in the rewards, but I still provide the rewards and I do my best with them. Um, well, that answers that question. Let's open this up to the public. All right. When we open this to the public, it gets pretty gnarly in here. Getting nervous. All right, let's go. It's live now. All right, so I know this video is started for some of you that are watching it on Patreon, as a permanent video. So I guess I'll just give you an update of what I'm up to right now. I'm almost a week away from my running race, and the past 2 weeks haven't been going the way I planned. I plan to do like 60 plus miles in a week. I plan to do all these hard workouts and stuff, and I've got this lingering metatarsialgia, I think that's what it's called, and it's kind of hurting my foot, so it's preventing me from doing these hard efforts. So I've had to adjust. I've been bringing in the bike, just trying to swim a little bit, just doing all smart things to make sure I don't destroy that foot, make sure I'm fresh enough for race day, but still keeping my fitness up. So yesterday I did like my first interval session in 2 weeks, no, in 2 weeks maybe. 1 or 2 weeks I took off from interval sessions. 2 weeks, yeah, and had a good effort. Foot didn't hurt, but like now the day after it's like sore. It's like sore. So for anyone that's watching this is a Patreon live chat, but I open this up to the public. Sometimes patrons don't show up, so patrons are cool with me just opening to the public, create the content, posting it permanently on Patreon. So if you're watching this, you got any questions, you want to say hello, this is your time. This is your time. Yeah, I guess another thing I could talk about is that I ordered a new bike, but I guess I don't really want to share what bike I got, but it's freaking sick. It's so sick, and it's like the best decision I've ever made on a bike. Hi guys, how's it going? Rounding the troops, doing a Q&A for the Patreon live chat, but opening it to the public. How's it going? I mean, literally, guys, you got me for like a freaking 30 minutes to an hour. This could be your own personal, like, athletic coaching with me. I'll literally answer every single question. I don't care if you ask me 10 questions. I can literally coach you in this hour. You can get a sense of my coaching abilities. Just created a video. It's actually a cycling vlog, which is pretty tight. Because I was running into these injuries, I had to bring my bike back and did a ride. Dude, I got on my bike for the first time in 2 months. All right, Jake, here we go. Ever thought of barefoot running? Not really. I mean, people have mentioned it, but it just seems silly, to be honest. I feel like it's a hippie sport. I apologize for that. Maybe people are serious about that, but I'm trying to be like the best runner I can possibly be. I'm trying to be elite level runner. I don't see many elite level athletes running barefooted. Maybe they train barefooted. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I got blisters from sandals. I do all my running barefoot. Vegan vlogs, because you're a boss, bro. That's why. I can attest though. I know, hippie. No, it's cool, man. I feel like it'd be nice. Like it'd be pleasant to run barefoot. It'd feel natural. But I mean, if you want to do like 60 miles a week on pavement, I don't know, man. I don't know about barefoot running. Skipping through rocks on fun trails barefooted can be kind of like dangerous. I've done that before back in my hippie days, like 2013 post Woodstock. I'm like, my friend was going like trail running, and I didn't have any running shoes, so I ran barefooted, and it was fun. I mean, it feels natural. But you know, if you want to have elite level fitness or elite level running ability, you're gonna need to put some shoes in those feet. You know what I'm saying? Vegan vlogs, how are you doing? You're back in Puerto Rico, I feel like I saw, and are you back at the same property or you got a different one? But anyway, I'll go back to what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I created a new vlog. It's a cycling vlog. Um, I jumped on the bike for the first time in 2 months, and like I didn't have any cycling muscles. Like I was a poor cyclist, and it taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me that at the beginning of my running training, I should have just at least got like 1 or 2 bike rides in. Even though my bike was broke, I should have made more an effort to have it around. Because like as soon as you take like more than 2 weeks from a sport, you start losing your fitness in that sport. At least that's what I'm noticing. And as you go on after 2 weeks being away from that sport, you go into a month, you go in 2 months, it just start your fitness from that sport just goes away slowly and slowly until you're gone for 2 months, and then you have no cycling muscles, and you pop on a ride that you used to be able to do. Vegan vlogs, just chilling, bro. I'm still on the same farm. We have had electricity and water for a couple months now. I'm in the process of building a house. Cool, man. Right on, Hayden. I'm glad you're back there, and I'm glad you're alive. I thought you were dead for a second. But yeah, I'm happy you're back on your property, man. So where the F is everyone? Man, you know what else is on my mind is like how toxic social media is. I mean, I guess it's not. I mean, it's toxic only the way you're looking at it. But dude, I've been consuming so much fucking Instagram and so much social that it's fucking me up. It's been kind of fucking me up, and like I've just been like super unhappy, like draining my energy, losing my energy creatively, and like yesterday, I made that switch where I'm like, I'm not consuming social media unless I feel like, I've done all my work for the day. I've done an excess of work done. Then I'll consume some. But, I'm trying to be more mindful of everything I'm doing. And if in the moment I'm like, I probably should be working and not being on Instagram scrolling, then I don't go on it. And I think it's made me pretty unhappy for the last month. I made like this Instagram story and this Instagram post saying like I'm kind of like I kind of apologize for not being as bubbly and like nice to answering questions and comments because I don't know, I think I've just consumed so much social media that every time I look at my inbox, my tolerance for consumption is so high up that when I read my own followers messages and comments, I'm just like I just don't have any interest, and I can't like I'm just not stoked to hear from them, which is like a bummer. So like I gotta like desensitize myself so I can absorb that because my connection with you guys is just way more important. Um, I could. I mean, I thought the other option would be, just not consuming messages or comments at all, not consuming any social media, just creating not and just being completely blind to what's going on. But that's not how it works. I mean, when you put yourself out there in a vlog, you have a relationship with someone. You have a relationship with the audience. So I want to keep building that, and it's just like real life. If there's like something you need to clear with someone, you bring it up. You don't just totally, you know, separate yourself from them and put this barrier against them. You know, you can draw lines in the sand, boundaries, but don't put up a whole barrier. So let's read some comments here. Thanks, man. I was out of communication for nearly 2 months. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Everyone thought you were gone. That must have been so trippy coming back and being like, holy shit, people thought I was a dead man. What do you use to make thumbnails? Dude, I don't really, I use Final Cut Pro. I usually don't create thumbnails with text and stuff. I literally just, think of a title first. I think of a title first, and then I try to match it with the thumbnail in the video. Just take a screenshot on Final Cut Pro. There's an option for that to capture the current frame. And then there was this one recent thumbnail I did that I actually cropped out like me, Megan, and Christine's bodies and put them in front of this retreat house that we were staying at. And I did like, I go to like online image crop and crop it there and then bring it onto Final Cut, get the background, screenshot the background, and then slap on that cropped out pic. Jake says, I dropped all social media because it's all consumption for me. I rarely created anything. It's been great because I started walking, running into work instead. Cool, man. So you're saving time on not consuming social media. So instead of having to drive or take public transport to get there faster, now you can walk or run to work instead. I think I know what you're saying. Is it as hard as people say to afford living in Hawaii? It is and it isn't. I mean, the housing isn't expensive. The housing is not expensive. The buying land is not expensive. You can buy half an acre of property for $5,000 freaking dollars. You know, you can buy an acre of property for like $10,000. Like, dude, I can afford a half acre of property, but at the same time, you got to put thousands of dollars into building a house, or getting electricity and water hooked up. So, the cost of living is cheap. You can also rent like rooms and apartments for relatively cheap. I mean, I guess, yeah, even renting houses, you can rent a house for like $2,000 a month, and it's a 3-bedroom house that you can share with 3 people and split $700 each. The housing's affordable, in my opinion. The food, the local food, and I mean the local produce, the fruits and vegetables are not too expensive. There's some stuff that's expensive, but the papayas and bananas are reasonable. The papayas, it's like 75 cents for a medium, like the best quality papaya in the world. $1 a pound for bananas. Other fruits a little expensive, like mangoes are stupid expensive. It's like one mango is $2.50 each, like $3 a pound. Like, the food is expensive, and especially the imported fruit from the mainland, because of course you got like a higher expense from that shipping cost. So the food prices have to go up. So the food is expensive, the housing is cheap, and I guess all other retail stuff tends to be expensive because it's coming from the mainland. So it is and it isn't expensive. I think it's kind of worth it to live here. It's just a little bit of a culture shock, I would say. And it's a powerful place. Like, if you're not right with yourself, like, you'll feel like the island is like crushing you. And I feel like this place has made me a lot stronger and a lot more confident. And I feel like I'm more respected around here. And so it's definitely a unique place. I mean, at least Big Island's a culture shock. Oahu, I've never been there, but I've heard it's more city life. So, and there's more tourists, so you can you get some mainland vibes from there. You need to turn on Super Chat for YouTube Live. So Super Chat. So people pay money to ask me, or like people have to pay money to ask me a question. Is that what Super Chat's all about? Or what's Super Chat exactly about? Is it like faster? I receive your guys' chat questions quicker or something? I don't really want to charge for you guys asking me questions on a live chat. Hey, it's been my dream to live in Hawaii. Hell yeah, man. That's what it's all about. Vegan vlogs. Watermelons are $1.10 a pound in Puerto Rico. I don't per pound. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Jacob Williams, why do people make Hawaii seem like so difficult to move over there? It's been my dream to get over there. Jacob, I think the truth is people just want it to themselves. And I kind of feel that same way. I mean, you get this kind of ego trip, but at the same time, it's a kind of a hardcore place because there's a lot of locals here, like native Hawaiians, and I, I guess there's a lot of rumors and a lot of talk about like how they don't like foreigners and white people coming over there, and so I guess I don't want to like promote it and like tell people to all come over here, because that's the thing, that's kind of one of the other things. There is some like racism here, and the native locals want the land to themselves. So I think that's the main thing about Hawaii, and why people make it so difficult to move here, or talk about it, like are kind of like ego tripping about it. Nah, it's just a donation. Oh hell yeah, dude. Yeah, next time I'll run super chat. Vanessa Tillman, she says I agree about something about Hawaii possibly. Yeah, what else can we talk about? I've been upping my protein gain. I've been upping my protein levels. I bought like a whole jar of spirulina from Kona. Dude, spirulina's grown in freaking Kona. Hey, adventurous biker, hello from Hawaii. I said I agree that people want Hawaii themselves. Yeah, it's true, Vanessa. I'm here to drop the truth bombs, guys. So you guys keep answering questions. I'll give you my honest opinion. Why don't you sprout your own legumes? My friend Tanner told me to sprout my own legumes. I don't know. I guess because legumes aren't raw, and it's kind of starchy. And I don't know how the digestion would be. So that's why I choose not to sprout my legumes. I rather try to keep my food raw. I mean, when it has like water in it, any high protein sources that have water in it, that's what I want. I mean, spirulina doesn't have any water in it. It's a dehydrated powder, but when you mix it in a smoothie, it's got water in it and fiber and all the good stuff. And then I'm also adding hemp seeds and chia seeds and just more seeds, like trying to be smart in my. I feel like it's okay for me to add. Like I used to have this fat phobia, guys. I was like, I can't eat any nuts or seeds because the fat makes you fucking fat. But it's not really true. I mean, it more comes down about like how many calories you consume. Like people eat standard American diets, eat like 1,100 calories, 1,500 calories of cheese, meat, and other bullshit. It's kind of specific to like their lifestyle and their weight and their body size. But it more comes down about calories and what's gonna. When it comes down to weight loss, it more comes down to calories. I didn't word that too nicely, but you know what I mean. So like I'm okay with eating high protein, high fat foods now because I just eat when I'm hungry and I stop when I'm full. Is it difficult to find a job when moving to Hawaii? It kind of feels like it would be hard to find a job in Hawaii. I haven't really had a hunt for a job here in Hawaii. I mean, people get jobs. There's like restaurant jobs. Obviously there's just, there's lower populations. There's fewer businesses. So, it might be a little bit tougher to get a job. But I guess I couldn't really speak on it because I've never really looked for a job here. I've just been given a job, and it's been great. Yo, Gitas from Sheffield, England. What's up, bro? Torn Apart 88. I haven't seen you in my comments, but thanks for joining us in the chat. And I mean the comments in the videos. Sometimes, there's definitely names that I know from the comments. Have you planted any trees recently? No. I planted one tree as soon as I moved here in January. It was like a pie tree, but I don't plant trees around here because it's not really my property, and I never really know what my future, what lies ahead in my future. So I don't really want to plant fruit trees or take effort or buy fruit trees and leave in a month. I guess I wouldn't be leaving a month, but leave in a year where trees like take a long time to fruit. I guess it's a little selfish to me, but it's the truth. Legumes are totally raw, my friend. Sprouting requires no cooking. It's cool, but legumes are like kind of starchy. I mean, like lentils, raw fucking lentils, or like raw garbanzo beans, like dry. Like, 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 if they're completely dry. They're like hard as a rock. You can't even eat them. I mean, you can soak them, and I guess that's how you start the sprouting phase. And I guess you'll soften them up maybe, but it just doesn't seem optimal for me. Sorry, Jake. I mean, you can definitely keep trying to enlighten me on it. I'm open to it, but we'll move on. Vanessa Tillman says, "How do you like pineapples? I've been having 2 a day." Holy shit! My mouth bled from all the acid, but oh my god, dude, that's hardcore as fuck, Vanessa. You've eaten 2 a day and your mouth bled? That is crazy. Like your mouth like drew blood. Like you drop your tongue and like you're dropping blood. Dude, I limit myself to half a pineapple like every other day, and then I'll take the half of the other pineapple and blend in a smoothie, and then that way I never have a burnt tongue. Vegan Vlogs says it had days where I only eat fat. It really is mainly calories that matter. For show. 20 part 88. Been watching 2 to 3 years, bro. Don't really count, but I was watching. Come on, man. You don't comment. What is that? I'm just kidding. I don't really care if you comment. But I do. I mainly care about commenting because it does boost like your ratings on your videos, but to me, I just like connecting with my audience. I feel like it's just my videos are gonna do better if I have a better connection with you guys. Or just my success on YouTube is better if I connect with you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm out, bro. Glad to see you're doing okay. Keep killing your marathon stuff. Hell yeah, Vegan Vlogs. Keep barefoot running. Keep barefoot running. You do you. Soup ED. Sup, Geetus? Have you tried surfing since you've been in Hawaii? Yeah, I've surfed 4 times now. I love surfing. I've never actually stood up and rode out a wave though. I've been taken to a few spots where the waves are kind of big, and I guess I'm just a noob. I'm still a noob at surfing, but I'm getting more comfortable just paddling out there and duck diving under whitewash and feeling comfortable and not getting like tossed around by waves, just like understanding how to stay safe out there. But one day I'll ride out my first wave and it's gonna be the best day ever. But I love surfing and I hope to do it more. It's a nice little off-season sport. My main focus is on the endurance sports, but like when I go into my recovery weeks or I'm in my off season, I'm gonna surf and skate more because I love those sports, man. Brian Workman, any issues with corrosion on your bike being so close to the ocean? The guys at the bike shop tell me that's a thing. The salt water tends to corrode your bike quicker. I mean, I haven't really noticed it on my bike. My bike rusts no matter where I live. I sometimes ride in the rain, so the rain has a big effect on my bike rusting. Yeah, I guess the word is at the bike shops. There is issues with corrosion on your bike when you're here in Hawaii. Hey, Yeetus, what are your favorite knives for chefing? What's the fucking knife that I have? Wusthof. Let me see. Alright guys, I'm back. So 2 knives. This is a knife I personally bought. It's a Wusthof knife. Bought it like 3 years ago when I started on my chefing career. It's called Wusthof, Wsthof. It's cost me like $100, but this is like my prized possession. Still going strong. Gotta sharpen it more often, but it's a good knife. And then Dexter. Dexter is a high quality brand, and I don't think their stuff is like too expensive. But Dexter, I've tried many Dexter knives and they're solid. Do you ever fast more than 18 hours? Have you ever tried training on a long fasted state? I think yeah, I fasted for 2 days way back in the day. Recently, now I tend to like there's many days where I hit like 16-hour fasts. But not I'm not sure about 18-hour fasts, but 16 usually like most days I'm fasting between 12 to 16 to be honest. And I've trained fat with like at a fasted state for 12 to 16 hours, and I can do a 2 hour zone two ride because of my experience level, but I couldn't smash no intervals. You know, I'm gonna need my glycogen tank to be topped off because when you start, pushing into zones 3 and above, then you're burning predominantly glucose. But when you're still at zone 2, it's about 65 to 75% of your functional threshold power. Um, then you're or it's like around 75% of your lactate threshold heart rate or max heart rate. Fuck, I always get confused with those numbers. But zone 2 is like conversational pace. Your body's mostly burning fat. So, zone 2, I can go do 2 hours of zone 2 if I fast for 16 hours, but never really done 18. Anyway, let's go on. Brian Workman, also, what would you say is the minimum protein on a vegan diet? I don't know, man. I've survived with like 30 grams of protein. I've done hard efforts with 30 grams of protein. Like eating raw vegan, I've done some fucking epic workouts on 30 grams of protein. Not saying it's optimal, but I'm trying to up my protein just to see like if my fitness increases, and I haven't been noticing a damn difference, man. I haven't been noticing a difference. Also, Vanessa says exactly, I nearly died from the blood loss. Looked like, oh my god. Looked like a massacre, JK, just a little sore and a bit of blood. Okay. You got me going there. I guess I'm just hardcore. Hee hee. Also, those are 4.99 euro per piece in Germany. By the way, but now an actual question or two. What's your age and height? I'm 22. You were just trying to find out my age, so you slipped in the height question. You don't care about my height. No, I'm just kidding. Um, my height is 5'10" and a half. 22. Thanks, Edith. Always wondered about your knife roll. No worries. What is your favorite fruit and vegetable? Favorite meal? On my way to 808. What's up, guys? Are you guys like on the Big Island yet? I'm gonna ask you that question. Favorite fruit? Favorite fruit is probably the tofu mangoes. This always comes to mind. The tofu mangoes from Mexico. It's not even Hawaiian fruit. And Hawaii gets them imported, and I still buy them, and they're super expensive, but they're just the best fucking fruit ever. Like if you can find the best quality, like a tofu mango, like deep orange flesh, no strings attached, it's just the bomb. And I would say, that's my favorite fruit, and my favorite vegetable is probably mushrooms. My favorite meal is probably a good old smoothie bowl with like just cold frozen bananas. You know, either the frozen bananas are blended with papaya, mango, blueberry, strawberry, and then like shredded coconut, chia seeds. It's like the best meal. It digests so well, and it carbs you up for your workout the next day or later that day. Ooh, my video rendered. Hell yeah. Sorry guys, I got a vlog coming up tonight. I should probably get back to the live chat. But what have you ever been to the UK? No, I have not. What bike computer are you using right now? The Garmin Edge 1000, Mr. Joe Rodriguez. Don't worry, you aren't missing shit. Whoa. What were we talking about? Torn apart? I'm sorry. Anyway, Vanessa said, LOL, actually, other way around. I knew your age. What? Okay. But at least I read you. Picking up on my my reading. I don't know, like my sense of People skills. No, a couple more weeks. All right, cool, cool. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Have you ever heard about the Faroe Islands? Nope. Hey, post-exercise stretching routine. Yeah, there's this video on YouTube. Let me pull it up real quick, and I'll link it into the live chat. Um, but I do it pretty much after every hard run. I don't know. I just like this one. Gonna post in 3 seconds, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Boom. And trying to get this video to upload. I got a vlog coming for you guys. It's a cycling vlog. It's gonna be tight. Here, vlog 171. Boom. I got a video uploading. It's gonna take like 10 hours. No joke. Oh yes, yeah. I posted the link. All right, no fap, Razan. So yeah, I've been fapping. That's the truth. I went for a long period of no fap. I did no fap for like 9-10 months. Man, I wish I could have made it a year so I could make a big YouTube video about it and get lots of views. But then I started fapping and started watching some like Instagram porn and then some regular porn, and it hasn't been a healthy habit. But my mentality's starting to change around fapping. Like I used to be like afraid of it. Like I thought it was gonna like ruin my confidence. And sorry if it's too much info for you guys, but I thought it was like ruin my confidence because at first when I started doing NoFap, felt like my confidence went way up. But now since I'm back to fapping, I'm not finding a difference in a loss of confidence. I still feel as as confident. I feel normal, to be honest. I definitely don't want to watch porn. Like it's something I like wanted. Like I don't want to touch that stuff because I don't really want to support that kind of like prostitution. Like I don't want to give a view to that. Um, but yeah, I'm getting real. So that's a fucking real question. I appreciate it. Thanks. Have you noticed that you feel like you get more or less energy depending on how ripe the fruit is? Um, Not really. I guess I haven't really. I don't eat many unripe fruit, and I would assume that I'd have higher energy if I had ripe sweet fruit that's higher in nutrition, higher in glucose. No doubt about it. I mean, I'm not sure the difference in calories though. I definitely think the glucose level is higher, and that correlates to more energy because most of our cells predominantly run off sugar, run off glucose. Keep doing what you're doing, by the way. You're killing it. Are you gay? No. Razen, I concur with your perspective. I found that it's mostly a psychologically thing, except I believe pornography can be a harmful habit for sure, man. Like I think it's cool if you got like a real sexual urge and you want to fat and you do it without like anything, and that's like I think that's kind of like a beautiful thing. Um, how's the city life in Hawaii? Um, well, I've only been to Big Island, and there's not much of a city life in Kona and Hilo. In Kona, there's a lot of tourists, and I feel like that's the biggest city on the Big Island. And Oahu, I know there's more city life, but Big Island doesn't have much of a city life. 036 MMA MAA. Just started watching your channel. What countries do you wish to visit to cycle in? I think like Europe. Like my friend Jackson Long went on a trip to like Italy and Spain and I think France or something, and there was some beautiful, beautiful climbs he checked out. And I mean, people speak highly of Europe for its mountains. So I'd like to visit many countries in Europe. Joe Rodriguez, you don't have a hot breakfast at times. You don't crave a hot breakfast at times. No, man. If I were to crave something hot, like a hot meal, it would be at night. But once the microbiome changes, I don't crave Since my microbiome and the bacteria in my gut is now used to raw foods, don't really crave cooked food anymore, which is pretty sweet. Mainly crave like salty, oily snacks, which really get me sometimes. But I've been pretty solid for a while now. Views on owning pets. I think it's cool to own pet. Dude, this is a funny one because this one's like from pure experience. I don't like I like people owning pets if they treat them nicely, but I don't like people owning pets as have them as guard dogs. So when I run past their house, like they start chasing me and try to bite me. Fucking don't like that shit. Like big pit bulls around here, like chasing me. Like yesterday, I was just happily running along. Pit bull starts chasing me full blast. I turn around, and you don't run away from it because it's gonna be kind of hard to outrun a pit bull. You turn around, you get ready to fight that motherfucker, and you try to intimidate him. You charge him, like he's running full blast, and you turn around aggressively and you charge him, and then he backs off. And if he wants a fight, then you kick him in the head. Sorry guys, I've been getting pretty aggressive. Sometimes when you're running, like dude, like running and cycling, like brings out such aggression out of me sometimes. But it's made me like such a stronger and more like confident person. What music are you digging lately? Um, Lots of rap, but Kid Cudi lately actually. Been listening to a lot of Kid Cudi. On my way to 808, my view is you don't own animals, they're part of the family. Heck yeah, I'm down for that. Any running tips for beginners? I got a video for that. I really don't think it would be necessary for me to cover running tips on the beginner because it would be a long list. And at the same time, I created a beautiful video covering beginner running tips. So I'm about to post this link in the chat feed. Go watch it. The last 10 minutes is dedicated literally step by step to the four main things you got to think about when you're starting to run as a beginner. Vanessa Tillman says, my kitty George walks on a leash, but he won't chase you unless you got watermelon. That's interesting. He's obsessed with watermelon. Are you actively trying to go out with anyone? No. Day and night. That's a cool song. My favorite Kid Cudi songs are, dude, there's so many. I've been into Pursuit of Happiness, which is like a real mainstream popular song, but I've been digging it. Like Heart of a Lion. I like Ghost, Mr. Rager, Marijuana. But I don't smoke marijuana, but I like the song. So that's that. And I'm soon gonna come out. So since I bought a new, I did buy a new bike, guys. I bought a new bike last Saturday. I ordered one, and it's gonna come in soon. And I filmed a little video of like what led me to buying a bike. So it's kind of like I'm gonna try to turn it into a beginner's guide, a guide for beginners buying the first road bike. So expect like kind of some more cycling content. It was the only one I could name. Nice. Poop on cam. Ansel, you can't troll me, bro. We're friends. Please don't. I'm not that crazy. Better tell us your zodiac. Oh, she wants to know my zodiac now. It's Aries, but I don't care about zodiac signs. People are so into zodiac signs. I don't get it. Hell yeah, just got a bike too. Nice. What kind of bike? What kind of bike? Okay, so when the questions don't come in, I gotta run on some content. What else can I say? What else can I talk about? Oh, so there's one thing about running that I feel like I could add to beginner running tips. This is perfect. Guys, so I used to say that, I'm always learning, I'm always open to changing my tips and my advice on things. And I've learned that, I used to say like, if you got pain and you're running and it's not affecting your run and it's not slowing you down, keep running on it. But as soon as when it starts getting worse and starts affecting your performance, then pull the pin. And that's still true. Like you could do that, but understand when you hit that period where you're experiencing pain, it's not yet causing you to slow down or getting worse. And you might survive that run. You finish that run experiencing that segment, that pain. Next day, a couple days, you recover and you're good, and you might experience that pain again, and you can run through it. Over time, that pain can lead to an injury. That will add up, but it's not gonna injure you in the moment. So that's another like beginner tips that I can add to running and running shoes. Um, I'm starting to think my Newton running shoes like cause this like metatarsal pain in my foot. Obviously, I'm really upping my mileage, really upping my volume training. Um, so that could have a lot to do with injuring myself. But like I'm running Hokas and haven't experienced any foot pain running with them. But like still after like the interval session yesterday, like just flexing my foot like it's stiff, it's sore. Like I could not go run a marathon today, which is kind of scary. So I really want to fucking destroy that marathon and not get super injured. Top three favorite movies, man. Like so not a movie guy. Dude, the last time I literally watched a full movie is I don't even remember the last time I watched a full movie. I remember I'm gonna name documentaries. What the hell? Um, what other movie do I like? The Armstrong Lie, and I don't know. Talladega Nights. I'll name a comedy movie.